Hello everyone, it's so nice to be here with you again. So I have a new guest today. Her name is Franziska. She's from Germany and we're gonna have a lot of fun with each other today. Franziska, could you introduce yourself?
Hi everyone, I'm Franziska and I'm from Germany, and I'm really happy to meet you all here and to be here together with you to do this video.
Nice, that's really cool. So, could you tell me a little about yourself and what you're doing here in Weimar? Generally, how's life going?
I'm here in Weimar for studying, so I'm studying IUDD, that's Integrated Urban Development and Design at the Bauhaus University, and that's also the reason that I came to Weimar. Originally I'm from Upper Bavaria, the region of Munich, and now I'm here.
Okay, nice. So this place that you're from, how's the weather there? Is it like very cold?
Relatively similar to here. Maybe in the winter it's a bit more cold and we have more snow, but the rest of the summer is relatively similar to the weather here.
Okay, because I feel like the spring is really beautiful and nice here.
Yes, this year it was also said that we didn't have enough rain. It was more warm than it should be.
But I hope it doesn't get warmer because I love this kind of weather right now.
I think in summer it will get warmer.
Oh,
yeah. Sorry for that.
Okay. So, as always, I have written down some questions that I'm gonna ask. So, we would like to know about you and maybe you can tell us about your goals in the future or generally.
My goals in the future?
Yeah, like you're studying now.
Yeah, I'm studying now and I'm planning to finish next year, and afterwards I want to work in an international company if possible. So also in the topic of urban planning and some landscape planning with special focus on environmental issues. And I also thought about maybe going abroad for a few years. Let's see.
Okay, yeah. Okay, I wish the best for you.
Oh, thanks.
So now let's talk about learning English. So when did you start learning English?
I started when I was in 5th grade. It was the first time we really had some English classes. Yeah.
Okay, and how was the experience? I mean, how long did it take, and was it hard, or was it just like a normal thing that you did as you grew up?
I think it's like everyone learns English and German, so you know already that when you enter the 5th grade, go to the higher schools, then you will start learning English. I was looking forward to it because I have an older sister and she already knew some English words, and she sometimes teased me a little bit with telling some English word, and she exactly knew I won't understand it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So did you enjoy the language while you were learning it?
I really enjoyed English. I think compared to some other languages, it's relatively easy to learn, especially for Europeans when your base language is already German. And yeah, I mean, in the class we learned a lot with books and also did some speaking and listening, what we also need later for the TOEFL or Ielts test.
So did you do anything apart from just the classes, like watching movies or any extra activities to improve?
I had some student exchanges where it was really the first time when we could use English. And I was also really happy when I was on holiday in another country and I was able to speak with some other children, and it was wow, now I really had the ability to do something with what I've learned. And yes, I think that's it. And yeah, we also sometimes watch, of course, English movies or English videos on YouTube. But there's also the thing that most things are very good translated to German. So when there's a new movie, they're pretty fast in translating it to German. So yeah, there's not the need to watch it in English. But when I grew older, I just wanted to watch it in the original language, since some jokes are just better in English.
Yeah, right. Okay, nice. So let's move on to talk about the exam. I mean, the language exam that you took. You took the TOEFL test?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so can you tell us about that experience? How much did you study for it? And what did you think about that test?
I was pretty nervous before the test because I needed it to be able to apply for the university I wanted to go to. So there was a need that I need to perform good in it to reach a certain level. But before I started practicing for the TOEFL tests, I already had an internship semester where I was in a mostly English-speaking company. So I had already the experience of like one semester mostly speaking in English. And I also took some other English classes in university, one for especially words that are in the field we are studying, and another one just with some basics to repeat it, because besides that I haven't had English classes in school. And then for the TOEFL test I started like 1 month, something like that in advance. I don't remember exactly. And I practiced. I bought some book online, and it was an ebook actually. And there were some tests included, and I practiced everything I found in this book, like every evening, 1 to 2 hours practicing until there was the exam day. And I felt pretty good prepared, because you also, besides the test, you can always get the score in the end. And in the practice tests I already reached the score I needed, and also a bit above, so I felt relatively confident that I will get it, but I was still nervous, of course. That's how I did it.
Okay, that's nice. So you can say that like in 1 month you prepared yourself for the test, right?
I'm not sure if it was exactly 1 month, but I think so, yeah.
So around
1 month, yeah.
Yeah, but it doesn't really happen like that from when you know nothing about English. So would you say that knowing English and improving your general English since you were little really helped that, right?
Yes, of course. I mean, I had a good basis. I graduated in English, then I had some English in university, so it was not like starting with zero. Practicing for the TOEFL test was more to getting used to the kind of questions they ask, to getting used to the different tasks they give me, so that I feel confident with the general scheme of the test. That was the most important part for me.
Yeah. Okay, guys. So you see, becoming test-wise may happen in a very short time, but improving your general English takes long. So you have to give yourself some time for that. Okay, so what's your advice for the people who want to take an international language test like Ielts or TOEFL?
I would say first it's super important to getting used to the kind of questions they ask and to know what they expect from you. Because with knowing in which direction you should answer and how your answer should look like helps you a lot by performing. Even if you're on the same level, if you know what kind of answers they want, you can better perform than when maybe your language is good, but you thought they expect something else from you. So I think this is one very important part. And also just having English in your everyday life, like watching some English videos, listening to some English, so that it's not like forcing you, okay, now it's English time, but over a long period of time just getting used to the language, getting used to the dialects, getting used to just speaking. Also a good point, like maybe you have some friends who also practice English for some tests, you can practice together, you can talk to each other. I think that's helpful.
Okay, so I want to ask you something about your culture. Is there anything special in your culture?
Maybe a little bit the cliche that German people are very punctual. It's also a bit true. Okay. So when you set up a time, you usually want to be there at this time, and we expect the others come at the time, or at least around this time. Coming earlier is not really friendly, but yeah, it's also when you meet your family and you want to go somewhere and you don't want to wait for such a long time, you just stay with the time. And also maybe like getting to know other people. Germans might seem in the moment a bit more distant, but when we get to know the people better, we're becoming much closer, and then they're becoming really good friends. That might be a bit strange for some others maybe, because they seem cold in the first impression, but actually when you know them better, they aren't.
Yeah, okay, that's really nice. So, do you know anything about Iran?
A little bit. So, before I met you, I haven't known that much, just like where the country is located or what the capital is and things like that, but not that much. But since we talk to each other and exchange a bit, I think I'm getting to know more and more.
Would you like to visit Iran one day?
Oh, it would be really cool.
Yeah, you should, because we have like really nice places, really beautiful cities, beautiful architecture, and also really good food.
Yes, and actually I really love traveling, and like I've never really been in a country like that, just to like Dubai.
Like in the Middle East.
Yeah, but just also like Dubai and Abu Dhabi for a few days and no longer. And I really like experiences new countries and new culture. I think Iran is also really different from Germany, so would be cool to go there.
Yeah. Can you tell to the camera, I mean to the people who are watching, Dusetun daram. That's a word which means I love you in Persian.
Dusetun daram.
Nice. Any last words?
I hope you enjoyed this little video. Maybe it helped you in some context, and maybe we see each other sometime again.
Yeah, sure. We will see you soon. Bye.
Thank you for watching our video. Please don't forget to subscribe to our channel and follow us on Instagram, rojas.english and rojas.ielts.